Hello and welcome back to Digimon Y. Ow! And I just run over my own toe.
Digimon World?
Wow.
Oh, sorry, hang on.
Okay. Gotta do it like the cool substitute teacher.
Yeah.
Is that the cool supply teacher?
Yeah.
Sick. Yo, kid.
That's one of your titles now for the Invisible Tower.
Cool substitute teacher. Anyway, shall we?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I could, but I'd probably kill us all.
And how would the game go?
I wouldn't get to playing it, we'd be dead.
Yeah, oh dear. Ooh, there's a bit of shoebriness on the chair.
Oh, what, from me? Shoebriness? What?
There's a thing called the meaning of Lith. I think it's a Douglas Adams thing.
Okay.
Where they basically took a load of place names of all the random towns and villages around England and gave each one a meaning. And shoebriness was, they said it was the feeling of a chair still being warm from someone else's bottom.
Okay.
I've always remembered that one because it's quite funny.
It's, yeah.
Ooh, there are
Now, would
max level Digimon.
would that sort of like pass over to toilet seats?
Oh, now that is even worse. When sometimes, yeah, like going to the toilet at work and like you get a
feel
wipe,
someone
you
else's
sit on
bum
it
warm.
and it's warm and you're like, there's nothing like actually wrong with that. It's just heat, but because it's a toilet, it always feels.
And I think it's just, it makes your brain connect the fact that your ass is touching the ass of another person.
Yes,
Whereas
indirectly.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not ass to ass.
No. Has the double-ended dildo.
Yeah.
Get off of my porn history.
You just doing that to think.
Yeah, it's so like if the seat was cold, you just wouldn't think about the fact that someone else's ass had previously been there. But the fact that it's warm in that moment, it just clicks in your brain and it kind of puts two and two together and you're like, oh yeah, we do this on a daily anyway, but now I'm suddenly a bit iffy about putting my bum on a warm toilet. Yeah, I do get you. Good at you.
I wanted to like.
what's that at the bottom that we didn't have?
Oh, I didn't see.
There was one that we hadn't had at the bottom. Should we de-digivolve and then go back up?
Yeah.
It's only a couple of levels. It's not hard.
Yeah, I always wanted to like.
It looked a bit like a Devimon, so it might have been Ice Devimon, but.
Yeah, I always wanted to like know who had been in the toilet last, because sometimes you'd go into the toilets. It's one thing I definitely don't miss from the office, not least the whole going there and coming back and everything. Is sometimes you'd go into the toilet and there'd be like a fucking skid mark up the back of the toilet seat and everything, and you'd be like, number one, how the fuck does that even happen? Number two, how would you not clean that up? Yeah.
Well, at the back of the seat.
Not the lid, but the ring seat. Yeah, on. Yeah.
So it's like.
Either they sat so far back that the shit hit the seat on the way out.
Yeah.
Or they just had shit up their ass crack.
And either they didn't wipe properly the time before.
Yeah.
Or they kind of shed the shit off a bit as it's come out.
Yeah.
Or it was
Pretty
just
fucking gross.
so explosive.
Yeah.
It's come out and it's shot upwards.
Yeah.
I mean,
nasty.
yeah, that's on the seat. You'd expect someone to wipe it. Yeah. Whereas I do know, working as a cleaner, that there's cunts out there who assume any kind of cleaning job isn't their job and it is the job for the cleaners.
Because we even get that like in the kitchen as well, where people just like leave shit everywhere, and you're like, come on, man. They're like, the dishwasher's here.
Or they'll leave a cup there and the sink is there, and it's kind of like, it takes that, but it's not your job anymore because there's cleaners hired to move your.
It winds me right up. Yeah. It probably winds you up as well, I imagine.
Well, yeah, being in that profession.
Yeah.
And it's like when there's the bulk brush right next to the toilet as well. They kind of give you school toilets. You can kind of understand they don't leave bulk brushes in there because kids will fuck about with them.
Yeah.
But then when you're in like the staff toilets and there's a toilet brush there, but people will just leave skid marks just up the back of the bowl sort of thing. It's just like
Yeah.
you couldn't just go.
Zigga zigga.
I mean, zigga is a good way to describe the motion of cleaning shit off the back of the thing with a brush.
Yes,
because you don't really scrub like that, do you? You kind of put the brush up against the back and then zigga.
And then breathe a sigh of relief.
Zigga. Indifferent.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'd walk in, and once or twice I've literally just had to leave the toilet because I felt like I was going to be sick. Like, I don't normally, that kind of stuff doesn't normally get me, but once or twice there's been just that ultra pungent mix of shit and BO.
Probably a bit of piss mixed in there as well.
Yeah.
They've done both ends, and yeah.
And I've just been like, I'll just hold it in.
No. Maybe that's why I'm not much of a squeamish person, because my job involves just having to handle that shit. Oh. There was a middle one up there that I didn't recognise.
That one. What level? Oops.
Oh, Geo Greymon. That's probably the
His
Greymon.
metal Greymon thing, yeah.
Okay.
Or is it Riz Greymon or something like that?
Yeah. Rise, Greymon, for you are
Rise, ye Greymon.
Rise, ye Greymon.
It's Randomon, like it's like the original V-Pet.
Tai Ranamon.
If you like.
It's Tai's Ranamon.
Oh.
Indifferent.
And that's all of them.
Well, new chapter to the shit cycle.
Yes.
Quite a hefty chapter, that one.
Ooh. Right, definitely 50.
Some of the chapters have only been like 5 seconds or so long, or like not like a minute long. That was a nice hefty 5-minute chat. Did we use that memory up?
No. Let's do that in a minute, hang on. Right. Hang on, 35, 45, 50-ish. Right.
Was that Fort Boyard, that one then?
Crystal Maze.
Crystal Maze. Yeah, okay. See, so many game shows.
It's in the key of game show. Yeah.
Game shit. Were they both ITV as well?
Physical game show. I'm sure Crystal Maze was Channel 4.
So they're not quite the key of ITV.
No.
But the key of ITV and the game show key is quite similar. We need a better name for the game show key. Because key of ITV has a nice jingle to it. The
Angels on a postcard.
let us know about the show.
Ho ho ho. It's magic, you know.
The blow of the game show.
No.
Go up. Okay, you just skip it. You can't.
Not going up by a lot.
Oh.
We are still going to need, but I think we can.
Should we just chuck him in the farm now and throw a couple of the items on him and see what they do?
We need the right items first. I'm trying to remember where we
Either then.
get them.
Well, we had 1 or 2 of them in our.
Yeah, so we'll use them.
Well, we see what they are, and then you could search where we could get that particular item.
But let me try and remember what we need first. Death and Spud.
Spaduff. Yeah, the Agumon farm is the work in progress farm because it's easy to distinguish which one isn't meant to be there.
Yeah.
So,
Death.
So we need Aegis Apple. So yeah, we do need more of these though then. So we'll look up.
Well, I'll just do it when I edit it.
Okay.
Make
Oh,
it
okay. Yeah, because we probably won't have time to worry about it now. Wasn't there another item we had? Did we not have the speed?
Yeah, but it was
one?
not the right.
Oh,
we didn't have
okay.
speed. No speed.
No speed or slow.
Yes. Right. What are we doing?
Memory up.
I think I've already done it.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wait, so we could add like
Yeah.
we've got like
That's a good point.
15 points to work with, I think.
Yeah.
Or was it 5?
Those were
15.
15 good points.
Ooh, can get a nice big boy in the team.
Yeah, who should we whack in?
Or have we got any little boys we want to leave the team to give us more points?
I quite like our boys at the moment.
I can't remember who's in the backups. Piximon, Devimon, Farudamon. Oh, okay, never mind. I can't remember who was in our substitutes. Got an itchy leg. Who's up quite high? We got any like ultimate?
Nah, we got no ultimate.
We would have, but we melted down metal.
Well, let's look at types.
Digimon or whatever it was. Yeah. Okay.
We've got a ton of viruses, 2 datas, but we'll probably put a vaccine in there.
Should have a vaccine. Maybe, yeah.
Salamon, Oh, I fucking like Gargamon.
Gargamon.
Yeah.
I like a Gargamon.
Gargamon.
Yeah, the Terriermon was
Oh wow, that was like
the boy of
no
Tamer
memory
as
at all.
well. And we just have like a team of 50 really weak Digimon. What would win, the elephant or the 1,000 rabbits?
Death by 1,000 rabbits. There, that'll do. Kabuterimon.
Kabuterimon. Kabuterimon.
Kabuterimon.
Oh, Computerimon. Oh.
Ooh.
Watch out, there's a train coming!
If we need to heal, are we all good? We're all good.
Ah. And remember, you can heal in the phone line.
Yes, that's why I was checking
Oh,
before we
okay.
went to. Oh, this looks like a big thing over there. It's the Tree of Life. Oh, no, it's a hand.
Yeah, oh!
And.
It's,
Master Hand.
that's it.
Or Crazy Hand.
Smash Bros. Hand.
Yeah, Smash Hand.
They've just smash-handed them.
Oh.
Too late, as always, but yeah.
Yeah.
If you hadn't have spent all that time eating and, like, reviewing restaurants and shit,
Yeah.
we might have been here a bit soon. Oh!
No.
But dotted.
That's not very fun.
Just means our attacks are weaker, doesn't it?
I don't really know what it means. No, we can't do any skills.
Do you have anything that dots?
I think we do. We got. I'm sure I bought a load of full heals.
Spriter,
Yeah, multi
recovery.
recovery. That was the removes bug. If only I knew what bug was. Oh, that moves
We'd
from,
have to look
from
it up.
one. There we are.
Editing, Christian. Look up what bug is.
Yeah. It's gonna bug me otherwise.
No.
Sent Ozzy off on an orbit. Right,
Oh,
let's.
I'm in reverse orbit. Come back the same way.
Has he got a type? No, he's neutral all the way down.
Ooh.
So we'll just do
Nah.
the most powerful one we've got,
Going
which is
neutral.
Heavy Strike E. Or is it L's? It could be Welsh. Heavy Strike.
Oh. Lack Bordado.
This should do a lot of damage.
Lack Bordeo.
It's death penetrating. There we are, look at that. Blackwall Greymon was the right Digimon to have. Thank you, Mr. DLC.
I mean, I could have seen us probably going down some kind of War Greymon route anyway, even if
Yeah.
it wasn't the black version.
we would have found it eventually.
It's
Process it.
it's like we've got the two, in my opinion, the two
Wow.
best sort of DNA Digivolution mons you can.
Yeah.
We know my personal favourite,
Yeah.
but
Well, we don't need to revive Garurumon because I think we should knock him out without him
yeah.
anyway.
I mean,
Unless he knocks. He's got two attacks. He knocks the other two
yeah,
out.
we want to revive him afterwards, though. Or
Yeah.
can we swap him out?
Yeah, we can do, but I'd rather just attack because
okay, fair enough.
look.
Yeah.
And then we just have to
I
hope he
wasn't
doesn't knock us out.
That was the first time I paid attention
Or
to
do that.
how much HP we were taking off at a time. Data is converging. Haha, death down. Wait, that means he can hear us better. Oh, you are switching them?
I'm gonna do it now, yeah,
Just because
because
we've been dotted.
yeah,
The botted.
Let's give Metal Man one a go.
I'm waiting for the day we play a Digimon game and find like the modern day equivalent of Misty Trees, so we can get like a redux of that. We need to, if we go back to, well, we are going to eventually go back to Origimon World, but I think I've said before, we need to think of a challenge or something we can add to it to make it a little bit different.
Well, I would thought we were just gonna do the rest of the try and get all the medals or win all the tournaments or something.
Oh, well, yeah,
fill out the Digidecks.
But well, yeah, that would be us going back to our old saves and stuff, though. I think like the next time we restart a new Origimon World game, we should try and think of some way of either we have to like attempt to. Oh, do you think we could? Is try and recruit people to the city in alphabetical order. Or as close to as... Because Agumon is the first one you come into. That's A.
Oh, that could... Yeah, we'd have to... I mean, I'll see this editing, so I'll be able to get a list up. And...
Yeah, get up a list. Even it doesn't have to be like perfectly alphabetical. Maybe say, if there's more than one A, we don't have to alphabetize the A's.
Yeah.
Because,
maybe Ace Hole.
Because, because Airdramon's in the game as well. But Agumon has to be the first one we recruit because there's no escaping that.
Yeah.
So
Agumon does come before Airdramon alphabetically. G comes before I.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my dyslexia kicked in. My brain was telling me Agumon was spelled A-U-G.
But then you'd have to do Airdramon probably next. I think you need a certain number of prosperities before Airdramon shows up. So you'd have to have like the ones you can get straight away, and then the one. But then, like, as soon as you can do one, you should move it into the list, kind of thing. Time for one of my Excel documents, I think.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time to work on this, but we need to work on a gimmick for the next.
I'll be honest, I really like that one.
That is quite fun.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't too difficult.
Again, it's a shame you can't get mods for Origimon World. I mean, look into see if anyone's made any kind of not mods, but like a new game plus type thing or whatever. That could be it. People out there, that would be a good thing you could just do for Origimon World, is try and work on a way of making the ROM be able to do like a new game plus. So you could restart the story, but keep the Digimon you got.
That's what I wanted with Next Order, wasn't it? With all those toilet papers we got.
Yeah. We need to finish that as well, but in order to do that we need to restart it, don't we?
Yeah. That's a long way away. Biological inkstock.
In other words, Shinka!
To be fair, we did learn, I mean, we'd have to remember it all, but we did learn a lot about how to play Next Order, so maybe it wouldn't be as painful the second time round.
Yeah. We'd like the first batch or two we'd probably be quite rusty, but then we'd find our flow again after a couple of batches.
The way I'm thinking of it is after this we go back to, I mean there might be like bits and bobs in between that we do as well. But for like,
our Y series.
Yeah, but like I'm thinking Origimon World, then Hacker's Memory, and then back to Next Order.
That could
That's kind of how I planned it in my head.
No, that seems quite sensible because
Next Order go on for years.
Yeah, so Origimon World, it's raising. It's a way of breaking it up. Raising game, RPG game, raising game. Now what we need is the perfect Digimon game where it's an RPG but you raise your Digimon.
Yeah.
So you've got your story, you've got all this kind of dramatic shit, but the crux of the game is like your Digimon and stuff.
Yeah, or like not too much dramatic shit would make it a better game.
No. Same amount of dramatic shit.
Oh yeah,
just much filler shit.
Yeah.
No,
better time management in the dramatic shit.
Or you can have it's like I said like 3 episodes ago. I think I said it, or was it 3 or 2? I can't remember.
It was ago.
It was 2 to 3 episodes ago. They need it where the side quests aren't part of the main game.
Yeah.
The point of a side quest is it's on the side. You can skip it. Oh, he just got hentai'd.
To be honest, maybe we could skip some of these. I'm just following the guide.
Isn't there like we get to points where you can't do any more of the normal story because you've got board quests?
Yeah, it's like that is right. Yeah,
but half of those board quests don't do anything to the main story.
It's Yugo.
But where do I go?
Yugo Botamia.
Botamia? Where's that? How do I go to Botamia?
In a spaceship.
This is my spaceship.
Oh. He's gone back to his home planet.
Speaking of, I do have an honourable mention for when we do eventually do 1991.
Yeah.
Something I have no idea what it is. I don't know, I've never seen it, I've never heard of it. But it's a shout out because it's called The Boy from Andromeda. And my assumptions is that it's an autobiography piece on Rich.
Yeah.
That's the only logical explanation for what it could be without looking up anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done I've done my list. I've got the mentionables, the barely memorable mentionables or something like that, and then the main list. So the mentionables are like shout outs to things that I haven't seen, but for whatever reason I want to shout it out, like Boy from Andromeda and say like a Sentai series that I haven't seen that particular series, but I'm a fan of the franchise, so I'd shout it out.
Yeah. By the way, Arata's just betrayed us and joined the bad guys.
Nani? Baka.
Yeah.
Baka guess. I mean, it kind of makes me like the character a bit more just because I've always kind of liked the heel turn type characters that either start good, become bad, or start bad, become good.
Yeah.
I like that sort of character development. For whatever reason, they do kind of turn. Either the Kenichi Joji, he's like a reverse Kenichi Joji.
He's a neck. Reverse Ken.
Oh.
Well, I don't think it was that bad.
Well, I was down there, I had to continue. While I'm down here. The Royal Knights, I forgot they were in.
Oh yeah, she's pinpointed the locations of so maybe that's the next arc.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Examon fell from the sky. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
One of the few good things of this game so far.
Such a huge plot point that was played such an important part of the story up to now.
It happened.
Yeah.
It didn't really do much after that, but it happened.
It may as well have happened in like fucking Cape Town or something.
It might as well have just happened right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Coffee.
That image looked almost exactly like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. I think it's called like D Time, and it's a cup of tea but with a D in like the cream. Because it's tea time, but it's D time. And there was like, I think they were called like Destiny Heroes or something, and that was the theme. Chapter 15, Parallel World. I like Parallel Worlds. It's a good set.
Holy shit.
Oh, do you think maybe we'll go to a parallel world where it's actually a good game? I mean, like, for the benefit of the tape, I don't think this game is that bad.
No.
But we've got to that point now where we have to hammer the nail into the coffin as much as possible. So it's like...
We've got a dead horse here.
Yeah.
And we've got a cat of nine tails.
Yeah.
We're not just flogging it, we're really flogging it.
We're not just flogging it, we're turning it upside down and ramming it up the horse's anus.
Yeah. And then putting it in a coffin and driving a nail into it.
Yeah. Into the horse, not the coffin.
Yeah. And then flogging the coffin.
And then float, yeah. And then getting the coffin to build us a pyramid.
Yes. What's the pyramid got to do with it?
I don't know.
Just
I
slaves.
just imagine, yeah, just with the cat of nine tails. That was kind of the first image that came to my head was the pyramids being built. It's the only time you ever see that kind of whip around.
Well, unless you watch the right sort of videos.
Or someone's leaving work and you need to have a little bit of a whip around to
Yes.
get them a going away present.
Yeah, you know when like the office administrator goes round with a cat of nine tails.
Yeah, you have a bit of a whip.
Pay up.
Yeah. We need 50p for the collection.
Will you take card?
What do you think we are? Fucking Tesco's.
Pandemic would have killed workplace collections like that. I never have cash. Like the most cash I've got is when like you pay me for something. Like the RAM, I think.
Only reason I have cash is because I'm a naughty.
I know.
And the herbal
the herbal remedies salesman.
herbal remedies salesman doesn't quite take a
woman.
card because it's
Yeah.
it's all natural.
You like
It's all natural. You can't pay for herbs with
no.
plastic. It's like unenvironmentally friendly.
Exactly.
You've got to pay for it with paper that was cut from trees.
Yeah. Or plastic. Because our money is
It's
plastic.
plastic now, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really work, does it? Sorry. Coins then. Metals from the ground.
Yeah.
You're not killing anything, are you? Just devastating environments, I guess.
Yeah, just you know, like hammering a pick into the brain of the earth.
Yeah, it's like RuneScape.
Yeah.
It's just
I played that. Yeah. Did you ever play that back in
Once.
Back in days?
people were really
Back in-
into it. I started playing it, and I was just
It's-
like, I didn't get past the grind at the start.
That's the like. RuneScape is good, but it's got MMO syndrome where it's not going to be good for the first 2-3 hours because you've got to get through the grind at the start. Once you've got your armor, got your sword, and can go out and start doing stuff, you're golden. It's the 4 or 5 hours to get to that bit.
And until
Tutorial Island.
Rich forced me to play STO for Christmas 444 8 years ago. 9 years ago, I never played an MMO again.
Oh.
And then until we played Digimon Masters last year, I think, or the year before.
The only
that was
that was because it was Digimon.
that was the next time I ever wanted to play an MMO.
But from there, you've learnt that they're not all that bad. They're not all that good, but they're not all that bad. Yeah, I don't love MMOs. I think they're all right. They have to have a good gimmick.
Yeah, like being about Digimon.
Or Star Trek.
Yeah.
Wondering how fast I can.
Yeah, that was it.
No,
On that bombshell, see you in the time of next. Bye.